If someone asked you what push ahead was, how would you explain it to them in your own words? Like, what is push ahead to you?
I would say push ahead is so much more than skateboarding.
What started off as wanting to teach skateboarding to kids for fun, but over time has begun to show us that the most fulfilling part of our program is fostering social emotional skills, mindfulness, our team learning to be mentors, and the conversations about careers with students that we naturally have just because we have the chance to skateboard with them.
If someone were to ask me what this program was about, I would say it's about teaching the whole child. They were learning how to work together. They were learning how to take turns. They were learning to cheer for each other. They were learning to, fail forward. And what I mean by that is, they would fall off and immediately got right back on.
So push ahead to me is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for kids and adults, I think, to change their perspective on a culture that exists in the skateboarding community. And that opportunity provides a chance for kids to be involved in something they may not be involved in. And then it also gives them those transferable life skills that are going to allow them to be successful.
It's an amazing opportunity for our kids. And just seeing some of the personal growth that they've attained, there's been at least 4 times where I've been brought to tears by something that I witnessed.
So if you've never stood on a skateboard before, it might be hard to imagine how all those things happen. Learning to skateboard is an act of mindfulness. How would you settle yourself if your mind starts racing? I can imagine a child probably thinks like, should I try this? I might fall if I do. Will it hurt to fall? Will they laugh at me if I fall? So maybe I shouldn't try. Maybe I should just give up. In skateboarding, you only get better if you're willing to fall down, if you're willing to fail. When we do see a student fall down, other students rush in to their side to help them up, to see if they're okay. It is such a beautiful display of resilience and empathy.
Kids who probably haven't said a couple of words to each other ever now are friends. And have created a community, and I think that is going to be really valuable for them to work together, to cheer each other on, to overcome adversity. All of those things were happening right there in that program. You didn't know you were coming back from vacation to this tonight, did you?
No. Devontae, it looks like that one's on hook, this one's kind of on hook. Really the only 2 that aren't on hook are the ones on the right. You're going to need some PB blaster.
I think it's been since the time I've been skating, and that was like...
Take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. It's down. Good job, Mr. Queen!
Yeah! You good? Perfect.
Soccer those away, right?
Nancy wants to hang it.
Oh, you want this?
You?
Yeah.
Eat an apple.
The future is ours.
Got it, Kata.
Go skateboarding!
Kids don't need incentives, they need relationships. Kids will naturally do better when they have relationships with an adult, whether that adult works in their school or works at the after-school program or comes to an after-school program and participates with them. That's incentive enough because they know that that caring adult is going to be checking on them. That person who's working on them with skateboarding is going to also check in about their school day. And they're also going to be connected to their principal, to their teacher in some way, shape, or form. And that relationship is greater than any incentive that we can give a child because they're going to want to be connected to that adult. And if they see that that adult cares for them, then there's nothing that relationship can't do to help that kid grow.
One of the first things that I noticed was the staff and the way they worked with our students and built the relationships with the students and above and beyond. Those that know me, I always talk about relationships and the relationships unparalleled, and I thought that was fantastic.
Skateboarding allows me to uplift the youth in a way that I don't think other sports can really do because it is challenging, it is difficult, it's scary. So showing kids that they can be empowered and do something scary, that speaks huge. My most rewarding experience from working in Push Ahead has definitely been post-class when all the kids are like, thank you so much, like I had such a great time. Like sometimes kids will come up to me and like, listen, like I had a hard day and this made me feel better. And I always leave a Push Ahead class feeling better than when I started it, and that is super special to me. How I want to see Push Ahead grow in the future is definitely incorporating more of an educational aspect into it. We've talked a lot about STEAM, like science, physics, math, art, design, and with skateboarding you can do so much in teaching the youth. Like I said, whether it's teaching them how the physics of a skateboard works or going through graphic design, there's so many possibilities. So I think if we can maybe take our lesson planning inside of the classroom and really do some instructional time before we physically get them on a skateboard, I think that would be super important to think about in the future, and I hope we can get to that point.
So how can people support Push Ahead?
People can support Push Ahead by reaching out to us and volunteering. You don't have to be a good skateboarder or even a skateboarder in that fact to teach these kids how to skate. The more the merrier, so if you are interested, you can email us at pushaheadlb@gmail.com.